In the past lesson we learned what James Martin wrote in his 15th book in 1982. How the original version of Excel was the first no-code software. The end of software campaign by Salesforce. When was the web platform launched? And how introduction of iPhone introduced us to mobile apps. We know that no-code is a powerful way of creating applications. In the past lessons, we have learned about the enormous potential that no-code has, and how easily it can solve complex business and IT problems. While no-code is gaining popularity, this awareness is not proportional to adoption. Business leaders are still skeptical about adopting no-code into their enterprises. In this lesson, we would be debunking some of the most common myths that surround no-code. Let's start then.
We live in a time of ever-increasing business challenges. If companies do not constantly innovate and keep up with technological change, it has the potential to impact the very existence of the organization. In addition, the current state of the world and events like the pandemic only go on to show that digital transformation is absolutely necessary to keep up with the challenges and meet the challenges that the external environment brings in terms of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Today, the reality is that even a small startup company or a company in a totally different industry or geography can quickly emerge and disrupt the marketplace and be a strong competitor in a very short span of time. Business needs to be in a position to quickly pivot and change as the market dictates, innovating constantly with new products and services, and be very flexible and nimble to meet the market challenges. IT needs to keep pace with business, and this is where the speed of change of traditional methods in the IT industry is no longer going to cut it. No-code helps to accelerate your business and helps IT keep pace with the speed of business to provide changes that is required with great agility and flexibility to address market needs. No-code development has matured so much. Highly complex enterprise applications can be built visually with drag and drop features, and this includes highly secure enterprise capabilities and also integration which is available with point-and-click interfaces to integrate with ERP systems or modern systems or legacy systems in your architectural landscape. No-code technology is here to stay and is a real game changer for businesses and IT alike. I would like to dispel some common myths about no-code development. The first myth is that no-code is only used to build very simple applications. While there are many no-code platforms out there to solve specific problems or to build simple forms of very simple applications, not all no-code platforms are built equal. Platforms like the WEM Enterprise No-Code platform is capable to build very complex, mission-critical applications at speed. You can develop rapidly evolving enterprise-class software of any complexity with the WEM No-Code platform. WEM APAC has been building complex enterprise applications enabling business velocity. This includes building web applications, mobile applications that automatically fit various device form factors, backend systems, and very visually appealing, intuitive UI and reporting capabilities as well. We serve happy customers, including governments, enterprises, and organizations of all sizes, spanning a wide variety of industries such as automobiles, manufacturing, banking, insurance and financial services, healthcare, e-commerce and retail, travel and hospitality, and so on. Some examples are building an autonomous vehicle solution in an iconic global automotive company on WEM. Building a hospital management system for one of the largest hospital networks in India. Network change request management solution for a large telco in Southeast Asia. Now, these are examples of building complex applications from scratch that are completely new. But we also help in the space of legacy modernization. In a large insurance company in Europe, we help bring down the legacy modernization timeframe from a 7-year period to a 4-year program, all thanks to the power of WEM We also help in the space of innovation. We help a Southeast Asian telco move into the area of precision agriculture and innovate quickly in this space. And we've launched a number of SaaS products into the market. All this is possible with the power of no-code platform like WEM to build complex enterprise-grade applications. The second myth that I would like to bust today is that no-code platforms are not secure. That's simply not true. Conventional software development requires large dedicated teams, so sometimes even whole security departments actually focusing on removing security vulnerabilities and designing for security architecture. Most developers don't know much about these threats, let alone devise solutions for them. A well-designed infrastructure can eliminate a lot of security attacks. No-code platforms come with built-in industry best practices out of the box, and these platforms are developed with a focus on abiding by OWASP's criteria, which help them to mitigate a significant portion of the risk posed by common types of attacks. WEM has security measures at all levels of the product offering, including out-of-the-box authentication capabilities and role-based access controls. This includes basic HTTP username and password with restricting the number of attempts to actually log in, SAML protocols, OAuth 2.0, two-factor authentication, challenge and response, capture, IP and network firewalling, and so on. We also have support for single sign-on for SAML and OAuth protocols for all applications created and includes integration with Active Directory. Sensitive data at rest can be hashed or encrypted before storage. Data in transit is also encrypted. WEM platform complies with certification such as ISO 27001 security standards and is also GDPR compliant. Our objective is to ensure sophisticated enterprises can deploy business-critical applications globally across all industries. WEM no-code platform fully complies with the highest international safety, security, and privacy requirements and standards. So you can be confident that when you deploy and build applications on WEM, you are getting high security. The third myth that I would like to bust is this, that no-code platforms are only for citizen developers and not for IT. That's absolutely not true. There are no-code platforms like WEM that are primarily geared for the enterprise and for IT teams. Yes, the technical barrier in terms of skills is lower than that of traditional programming, but you still need to know integration protocols, security standards, etc., so that you're implementing these at speed to meet the needs of the business. The need for applications is skyrocketing as businesses continue the digital transformation journey and also to take advantage of the new technologies that are emerging. At the same time, the number of skilled resources that are available in the market is not able to keep up with the demand in IT. No-code helps with this shortage. Previously, if you needed front-end developers, mobile developers, integration experts, security experts, database experts, all to come together to execute a single build, you can now reduce the number of specialized people required, as WEM developers will know how to implement all this through visual building. No code just means that the developer jobs now become less repetitive and less menial, but IT teams are now freed up to do work on complex problems and create your next industry-defining product. With support for microservices architecture and flexible DevOps topologies, devs actually use WEM to increase their productivity and focus their time on what is really required. Forbes has this to say: Take a traditional enterprise application that might require, say, 6 months, a dozen people, and $2 million to build and deploy, and reduce those figures to 2 weeks, 3 people, and $50,000, and end up with a faster, higher quality, and more flexible application to boot. Now, that is the power of no-code for the IT teams in enterprises. The next myth that I want to bust is that no-code platforms cannot scale. That's simply not true. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Enterprise architecture for a platform like WEM is to enable it to scale through secure, modern cloud architecture. Multi-cloud Kubernetes containerized deployment options allow for on-prem, private hosted, and public cloud deployments to actually scale. What this means is there are no limits on data storage, number of transactions, number of users for the complexity of the application that you're building. Several of our customers have large and complex applications with very high usage and terabytes of data, millions of transactions per day, and hundreds of transactions per second at peak, and even thousands of concurrent users. Our WEM platform has been designed to handle these large and complex applications and large data sets. WEM engineering teams are continuously monitoring and adding capacity whenever the load gets higher to ensure no performance degradation. All this means is that you don't need to worry about scalability, and you have peace of mind for performance and for reliability. So there you go. No-code platforms are actually quite modern, secure, scalable cloud platforms. The next myth that I want to bust is this, that no-code platforms hamper collaboration. Well, that's not true. No-code platforms actually do the opposite. No-code platforms like WEM bridges the gap between IT and business and enables greater collaboration. I have personally been in many sprint showcases where business and IT can together visualize solutions much quicker than in traditional development environments. And as a result, there's a lot of designing together, innovating together, and a coming together that is not previously seen before. Embedded CI/CD principles and DevSecOps practices further enable collaboration. There is just so much more excitement, energy when you actually see your ideas come to life before you and not take months between concept and actually seeing a working piece of software. The conversations that happen between business and IT is much more focused on things that actually matter to the business. They're working together to extend possibilities, iterate and improve, innovate and prepare for future business needs. The adaptability and flexibility to roll out changes to the market with greater agility and flexibility is so important, especially when there's legal compliances and regulations change, or when market offerings need to cater for various channels, and all this requires this great level of agility to respond together. This results in productivity, greater motivational levels in organizations to actually see things being done, and not endless talks about budgets, times, or resources being a constraint. Now, innovation is made possible with greater collaboration between business and IT, product development and marketing teams, and opens up so much possibility. This is why no-code platforms actually help with collaboration. In conclusion, companies are fast adopting no-code platforms to bootstrap their digital transformation initiatives. No-code platforms are becoming stronger by the day with their expanding capabilities, and it's becoming easier to streamline development cycles and build applications to solve growing business requirements and innovate. Industry analysts like Gartner, Forrester, and IDC all predict that no-code is a growing market, and more enterprises will build applications on no-code platforms. In times where IT departments are always overstretched And when demand for more and more software is constantly on the rise, WEM creates a true paradigm shift and increases IT capacity and capability by a huge margin. Why not embrace the shift now and reap the multitude of benefits that a no-code enterprise platform like WEM provides?